and me for casualties from weebs shelling normies with their creepy ways. Step 4. Profit TF.
2022, St. Petersburg, Russia. We just arrived here. It's like the only ATM in the entire city that's available. We got screamed at by the guards telling us that there's no money in the ATM and that we should leave immediately. Yeah, bro, this is what it is, you know, bringing back the Soviet Union. Hey everybody, it is your boy Roman, and I guess guys, now, with everything that's going on in the world, you can officially call me hairy and bankrupt. It's official now, guys, the Russian economy is done, and so am I, you know, I'm going down with it. Yes, in this video I'm gonna be talking about the overall sanctions on Russia right now, the state of the Russian economy, how people are reacting to this, what's going on, and I've actually received a lot of comments and DMs on Instagram of people saying that, like, basically people saying that I only care about money and my own well-being, like I don't care about people in Ukraine or whatever. Again, I totally understand why people might be annoyed with me, but I don't really know if there's really anything else I can do. I've made my position very clear and very vocal, and this channel has always been about my daily life in Russia and just lives of regular Russians and what it's like to be in Russia. So I think it's only right if I make this video to talk about how Western sanctions and also Russian counter-sanctions affect me right now in Russia. Because I'm really fucking concerned and I'm completely fucked, basically. I'm fucked. Also guys, one thing I want to say before we get into this is that in the current situation, the future of Western social media in Russia is very uncertain. I actually would not be surprised if like YouTube or Instagram or whatever actually get blocked. So I made a Telegram channel, Roman_nofuckers. Go and follow it. I post updates there. So yeah, if you want to keep up with me, follow it just in case. But now let's get into the video. So the sanctions, these are really bad. I mean, honestly, the Russian economy is in shambles right now. And look, it's really hard because I feel like for the majority of the time, like before when sanctions were imposed on Russia, the majority of them were imposed to like harm the elites. Right now the sanctions are very much there to, you know, cripple the Russian economy as a whole and also to make the average Russian suffer, should I say. And I guess the overall thought process of the Western countries is that like if people in Russia really get it hard, then they might actually, you know, rebel or whatever, but I don't really think that's gonna happen, honestly. And also because the sanctions that I impose right now in Russia, I mean, these pretty much harm the average person. And honestly, I'm not gonna try to give you guys like a complete list of what happens. I'm gonna, I guess, pinpoint the main ones, kind of describe what that does to me and the average Russian. But yeah guys, I mean, at this point it's really hard to keep up with this, you know, when you, like every single hour I open the news and I see that some new sanction has been imposed, some new company stopped working in Russia, some new service decided to shut down its operations in Russia. And at this point, like, yeah, I get it, nobody fucking likes us. Anyway, the sanctions are as harsh as they could have been, I guess. I mean, Russia got cut off from SWIFT, which is already an issue for me. Basically, long story short, if we're talking about me right now, like I'm not able to get paid at all right now. From YouTube and from Patreon, guys, I cannot get paid. I've gotten a lot of Patreon donations from you guys, you know, trying to support me and everything, but I think it's gonna be a while before I'm able to control in Russia. I pay taxes and everything, and both of the banks that I have my business accounts in. Are sanctions and are cut off from SWIFT. I cannot make money on either of them right now. It's either, you know, I try to make a new bank account, but also the problem is that even if I make a new bank account, like a bank account in a bank that has not been sanctioned yet, nobody can guarantee that those banks wouldn't be cut off from SWIFT either. So yeah, right now guys, I mean, I'm not like starving or anything. I have savings which are burning down every second because, well, it seems like having dollars in Russia right now is not even safe anymore because, you know, I thought I'm like a smart guy because I had a lot of my money in USD as opposed to rubles, and I was like, well, if the economy crashes, I'm gonna be sort of fine anyway. But right now it doesn't really seem like having dollars in your bank account is even safe because banks are running the fuck out of foreign currency. We just arrived here at the only ATM of the greatest bank in Russia, Tinkoff. Actually a pretty good bank to be honest, but not in the state of the economy currently. If you go online right now and look at the ATM map of that particular bank, and I got some money in it, it's like the only ATM in the entire city that's available. And it said that it had dollars, euros, and some rubles, like 300,000. which is gonna be worth like $2 by tomorrow anyway. But yeah, this is it. There was like a huge line in the back. We got told that there's nothing. In the beginning of the video I recorded, that was actually me going in the morning to the ATM, the only ATM in the entire city of St. Petersburg that was on the map, like ready for dollar withdrawal, right? So I went there and there was like a line from like, there were like 50 people in the line, and before anybody even got to withdraw the funds, people were basically just told that there is no cash available at all. So yeah, things are looking pretty grim. You know, you can't really withdraw dollars from any bank right now. Even withdrawing rubles is pretty hard as well. And I don't know, at this point it really feels like a lot of the USD that I have is gonna just fucking disappear. And it's not like I can really send it anywhere either, because Swift is fucked. So yeah, pretty much anybody right now in Russia that's like kind of like me, who's been making money and paying taxes and everything, who's been making money from abroad, I guess, or in foreign currencies, all of these people are fucked. So these are like IT engineers, you know, YouTubers, streamers, everybody's fucked. What can I fucking say? It's over. It's actually over. And yeah, since the ruble is pretty much crashing every single day, all of my ruble savings, you know, are turning into nothing. That's what I said. You guys can call me hairy and bankrupt now. And people already noticed this as well in like the span of 3-4 days when Russia got sanctioned and everything. Prices for tech products, like whatever, you know, phones or something, went up by like 50-60%. Same is happening right now to apartments, cars, whatever. I mean, I cannot stress this anymore. It is fucking over. Now, one of the more interesting things as well about the current situation is that Vladimir Putin actually signed like an executive order combating the sanctions of the West. Actually, this is really an order that's meant to regulate the flow of like money out of Russia and just the overall flow of foreign currency in Russia. Long story short, the most important part.
I don't get why you say it's deserved. How is it deserved?
In this order is that, according to it, now Russians are not allowed to deposit money into their own foreign bank accounts abroad. So let's say you have
war. Yeah, but these people are not deciding anything about the war or going to war.
Have a sum of money, like you have cash or whatever, you move to another country, and if you put that money in there, and if you're like a resident,
they elected Putin. I fucking lol, dude.
Of Russia still, well, you're like breaking the law basically. And another very interesting one that directly affects me is that according to this like new executive order that's been signed, every single person that is making money from abroad basically in foreign currencies, so that's basically again somebody like me who's getting paid from YouTube or Patreon or Twitch streamers or IT specialists, you know, who work in foreign companies, whatever. First of all, these people, including me, have to, in 3 days after the signing of this order, which was on March 1st or February 28th, they must convert 80% of all of the foreign currency earnings that they've had since the beginning of 2022 to rubles. You get it? So if you were making money from the start of the year in like dollars or whatever, you cannot keep that money in dollars. You have to exchange in your bank 80% of that income from the start of the year to rubles. And second, every single new payment that you're going to be receiving now in dollars as a YouTuber, IT specialist, whatever, if you're getting money from abroad in a foreign currency like dollars, now when you receive those dollars, within 3 days of receiving the funds, you also have to sell 80% of those funds. I mean, not sell, but exchange 80% of that income to rubles. I'm speechless. I am speechless. Now, I clearly understand why this was done. Basically, actually, one of the hardest sanctions, one of the harshest sanctions that was announced on the Central Bank of Russia, which is like the main bank of Russia that actually regulates the use of currency and funds in Russia. And also what they do usually is that the Bank of Russia, it has, well, they had a pretty big like reserve of foreign currency, like dollars and euros and Chinese yuan. So basically, they would use that currency in order to essentially just sell them and to buy rubles to sort of keep the rates up. Because right now, obviously, with the panic in the economy and everything, a lot of people are changing their rubles to dollars. But the supply of dollars is so low that in most banks, like when you go to buy dollar on the app, it says that you can buy a $1 for like 150 rubles. It's over.
I don't get the joke because I didn't know the previous exchange code. But yeah, it must be at least somewhat of a safety if you get paid in dollars when your currency is low. Even if you have to exchange it within 3 days of getting the dollars, if you are a Twitch streamer, Russian Twitch streamers, and you get paid in dollars, you live like a fucking king in Russia, even if you have to exchange it to rubles within 3 days. If the ruble is so low. 75 rubles for $1 a year ago, so you get twice as much. For every dollar you get in as a Twitch streamer, or whatever income you have, you get twice as many rubles. But you're not counting inflation and whatever, of course. But still, that's a safety.